Virginia Locator, guys. Today, ladies, I'll get you guys to the fact that this is the Mayday special. Welcome to a Mayday special close sports board, guys. Coming to you live here, at least. Happy May, guys. Happy Mayday, guys. That's all there is you gotta know for that. This is a Mayday special close sports board. Some things you gotta know. I'm also getting you guys to the fact that Lake Show there at Dunzo, which are by the way, LeBron, he made to consider retiring after last night. Also, guys, Cavs versus Canes. By the way, round two of the Stanley Cup playoffs, which is, by the way, also Cavs versus the Pacers, round two. Also, Abdul Carter, he also got a prank call during the NFL draft last week. And there are various that found liable, and they're being named defendants over the fact that a girl was raped back in 2018. And much more other news, and a fan fell during that Pirates versus the Cubs game last night. And it was a really horrific scene there. So, really awful news there, guys. That's all there is to say on that, everybody. And a lot more than this is to come. All right, so first things first, guys, happy May Day, everybody out there. May's officially here, which it is, by the way. Hope you guys are going to enjoy yourselves, have a good time, and try to just, I love once. Happy May Day, guys. May's officially here, so that's all the news you got to know for that, everybody. Another news here, by the way, I want to get you guys into, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, that the Lake Show, they're at Dunzo, as they got chomped on by a pack of wolves last night. And, yeah. They got chomped on by a pack of wolves last night, and their season's over. My message to LeBron James is going to be this. LeBron James, hang it up, all right? You got to hang it up. Sure, you may have had a comeback season. You may have had a good season, along with Luka Doncic, too. But LeBron, this is the point in time where you have to hang it up. And I pray that you do so, all right? I know you're a first-round Hall of Famer, but LeBron, you meant to kiss your iconic 20-plus year career goodbye for now. That's all you got to do. So, LeBron, you got to hang it up. As far as you go, Luka Doncic, well, you've had a great run with you used to have great with the Mavs, you used to have great with the Lake Show so far. But I don't see. I'm not Muslim. I'm a Christian man. All right, I'm a Christian fan. All right, I'm a Christian megastar. Okay, get it right. Okay, so someone out there says, please be Muslim. I'm a Christian guy. Okay, get it through your heads. All right. So basically, Luka Doncic, he may have to. I mean, it's gonna stay. I'm assuming it's gonna stay the Lake Show. That's all I'll say for that. But Luka, you've had a tremendous run with the Lake Show. But I don't know where you're going to wind up at next. I really don't know. I think you'll just have to stay with where you're at. That's all I get to. I'll tell you that. You may as well stay where you're at. And J.J. Redick, your coach tenure with Lake Show is over for you. You may as well call it quits. Because you don't have a lot of coaching experience. That's what you don't have. So J.J. Redick, unfortunately for you, your time with the Lake Show is going to be over. That's all I got to say to you on that note. That's all I got to say to you. So, LeBron, hang it up. Luka, stay where you're at. JJ Redick, you're Dunzo. That's all. And Bronny, you've had a great story with your dad and all that, becoming the first father-son duo to be the Lake Show. But you're not going to Tattletown. So, Bronny, you may as well stay where you're at, too. And that's all I got to see in that. So, LeBron, you may as well retire. So, your dad LeBron made to retire. And I know he's the first ballot Hall of Fame, which he is, by the way, on that note. But, Bronny, you may as well stay where you're at. Luka stays where he's at. J.J. Redick, he won't be much longer. Because I got a feeling for him, he's gonna hang it up. He's gonna be Dunzo by the end of the week. That's all I got to say on that note. So, to be honest, Lake Show, you had it going though, but your season's over. And Luke, I just want to thank you for donating $5K to restore to cover the cost of that mural that was in downtown LA. The Kobe and Gigi mural that was in downtown LA this past week. But what happened last night? I don't know. I'm not. No. Forget about that. All right. Enough. Yeah, they gotta be freed from that too. I'll say who else needs to be free. That's LeBron James. He needs to be free and retire. That's all I got to say. That's all I got to say on that note. So, as disappointing as it was last night, leg show, your season's over. LeBron, you got to hang it up. You need to retire for sure. Luka, you may as well stay where you're at. And basically, well, JJ Redick, you're Dunzo too because you don't have a lot of coaching experience. That's all I got to say to you on that note. So your season's over as far as I know. So very disappointing last night, really was. All right, another news. See, I want to get you into, by the way, that Abdul Carter he also got a prank call during last week's NFL draft, and not good there. So Falcons, they got fined, by the way, over not failing to mention the prank call, and really not over the prank call that happened. After Jax, who basically apologized for that prank call, clearly this has got to stop. It's got to stop. So I hope it doesn't happen. I hope there's no prank calls in the NBA draft. That's all I got to say on that. All right, another news. See, I want to get you into my relations, and it's gonna be Cavs versus the Canes round 2 in the Stanley Cup playoffs. That's all the news you gotta know for that, everybody. Also, guys, Cavs versus the Pacers round 2. That's gonna be good. I got to go for the Cavs on that. That's all I got to say about that. That's all you need to know on that, everybody. Now the Knicks, they're gonna be taking on the Pistons yet again. By the way, tonight, the Knicks, you gotta win this. You gotta win that. You gotta win. You've got to win that tonight. You gotta win tonight, and you guys will be taking on the Celtics. By the way, so the Knicks, they better win that. They better win that. They better win tonight. Better win tonight. That's all I got to say to you on that note. All right, another news. See, I want to get you into, by the way, that a man fell from a 20-foot Clemente wall in the right field of PNC Park last night, as he was sent to the Allegheny Gen Hospital last night. You know the Pirates would beat the Cubs 4-3, but that I want some of my thoughts prayers out to that fan who fell from the 20-foot Clemente wall and right field PNC Park. Really horrific scene there, guys, and EMTs are called, but that fan is doing okay. So really, my thoughts prayers out to go to that fan who fell last night. Awful scene there. Another news, I want to get you info with, ladies and gents, that Francis Ngannou was involved in a bike wreck in Cameroon that killed a 17-year-old girl. My thoughts prayers out to Francis Ngannou and the little girl's close ones in this horrific accident that happened this past week. Really horrific scene there. It's a real awful news there, guys. Another news, I want to get you into, by the way, that the Rivera's, Mariana and Clara Rivera, they're named defendants in a sexual abuse suit that was by the girl and her mother, saying in 2010 the girl was molested numerous times, like 3 times, by an older child at events related to the Rivera's Refuge of Hope, by the way, in Westchester County, New York. Now Rivera's, they failed to protect the girl from these incidents, by the way. The Refuge of Hope, they were also, which is founded by the Rivera's. Now Claire Rivera, she's a senior pastor and liability company, including Rivera's former home address. Now they sold the home back in 2022. It also says right here that the Rivera's they aren't charged for any wrongdoing at all or any criminal acts. The girl was born back in 2007, who was also a member of the Refuge of Hope, attended a summer camp internship program back in 2018 at an affiliated church in Florida. The kiddos decided the kiddos were in without parental supervision. The Refuge of Hope paid for the girl's expenses related to the program. The girl was molested by an older camper while attending a male camper while attending a program at the Ignite Life Center in Gainesville, Florida. And at the Rivera's home, the girl was unsupervised with an older kiddo, and she was also again abused her constant that could result in a sexual offense, by the way. The girl was molested yet again by a male youth leader at the Refuge of Hope. Now 3 people were abused as teens by a volunteer at a church, and 2 others were affiliated with Refuge of Hope were charged with looting and lascivious battery versus minors. So really, not good at all. Now, if you guys remember that the Riveras were accused of failing to report the incidents, report the little girls, the incidents about the little girl being molested, by the way, and that didn't end well there. Now they are charged for any wrongdoing, which they have not. But that is all there is you need to know on that, about on that note. So really not good at all. Really not good at all. So that's all there is you need to know about on that note. So yeah, obviously not looking. They've been charged with lessons against minors. So really not good at all. By the way, guys, not good at all. Another stipulation is that 11 West Hill High School is in suburban Syracuse were accused of a lacrosse accused of having to accused of hazing, by the way, more just hazing of lacrosse players that were staying and armed with abduction of having players in a stunt. Students will be charged. Now these 11 students will be charged for kidnapping and also for unlawful imprisonment, by the way. If they don't turn themselves in, they'll be facing a low misdemeanor charges, by the way. One player was tied to the blindfold in the trunk of the car. Now 5 victims were set up. The stunt was how they were they did themselves, and they could be getting a ticket for unlawful imprisonment. So really not good there at all, which is really not, and these individuals should be ashamed themselves. That's all I gotta say about that. So they should know better than that. That's all there's you gotta know about it. Other things, by the way, that Panthers, they go to the second round, which they do, by the way. Also, guys, let's see. So gonna know for that, guys. Also, another news here, by the way, everybody, that the Phillies beat the Nats 7-2. Yeah, the Guards beat the Twins 4-2. The Tigers beat the Astros 7-4. The O's beat the Yanks 5-4. The A's beat the Rangers again 7-1. The Royals beat the Rays again 3-0. Blue Jays beat the Red Sox 7-6. Brewers beat the White Sox yet again 6-4. The Cards beat the Reds twice they beat them again 9-1. Padres beat the Giants again 5-3. Dodgers beat the Marlins 3 times in a row 12-7. The Rockies beat the Braves 2-1. The Mariners defeat the Angels 9-3, and the D-backs defeat the Mets 4-3. That's all news you're gonna know. That guy's all to say about everybody. Also, by the way, that Lovey Lori, she who was detained for attempted robbery after she ordered a male accomplice to steal a woman's engagement ring. By the way, that didn't end so well. The NYPD arrested her, and her accomplice was also detained for attempted robbery. So really not good at all. Not good at all. So really, that's not looking good at all. Your thoughts, guys, and you can see the photo. What are your thoughts about this, guys? Let me know about that. I'll just respond to that. Also, I want to happy Mayday birthday wishes shout out to Tim McGraw, Julie Benz, Leslie Green, Camilla Arujo, Tama Roving of Metal Slug, Just Jordan 33, Tiffy Time, Amara Jahade, Gemma Owen, Ashley Soto, Joe Henry, Teenage Champ Joe Henry, Anushka Sharma, Madeline Brewer, Kamzat Chimaev, Juice Sedora, Shed Holmgren, Lyric, Madero, Jessica Andola, and JP of Street Fighter 6. Send my brother wishes out tweets. Be sure to do snap. That's all news you got. That's all to say, guys. That's all everything you got to know for that. All right, ladies, that's going to do it right there for the Khalil Sports Report. Like, subscribe to the Khalil Sports Report YouTube channel on Facebook page. But I know all minutes, guys. So, what do you think your sponsor of Mayday, guys? Happy Mayday, everybody out there. May's officially here, by the way, guys. May's officially here, everybody. Wait, there's an election show being done. So, you think LeBron will finally retire this time? Learn about that. Will Ginger Redick be Dunzo as coach? Let me know about that because he doesn't have a lot of coach experience. Will Luka stay where he's at with the leg show? Let me know about that, guys. I'll just respond to that. What are your thoughts on Abdul Carter also getting a prank call during the NFL draft last week? Let me know, guys. I'll just respond as well, buddy. Also, guys, just some sad news here. Jeff Sperbeck was deceased at 62. Early for this, after he fell from the back of a golf cart. It was on the TBI. So, really awful scene there. That's also, he was 62, by the way, because awful news there, guys. Also, guys, still talking about one man fan who fell from a 21-foot Clemente wall in the right field of the PNC Park, and he was sent to the Allegheny General Hospital. Pirates to beat the Cubs 4-3 last night. Thoughts about that, guys? Awful news there, guys. That's all he's gonna know for that. Also, send your Mayday brother wish out to Tim McGraw, Julie Benz, Lizzie Green, Camilla, Arujo, Tarma, Roving of a Metal Slug, Just Jordan, 33, TV Time, Amara, Jahade, Gemma, Owen, Ashley Soto, Joe Henry, Anushka Sharma, Madeline Brewer, Campton Chimaev, Juice Sadora, Shed Holmgren, Lyric, Madeira, Jessica, Andola, and JP Street Fighter 6. Somebody brother wishes out tweets. Be sure to just never told you got nuts all this say, guys. I'll bet for American Nutrition, turns out updates and hold on more the close sport expert later. You're gonna also got I'm excited for Marine to appear in a Sonic Force battle next week, guys. That's a super rare. That's all I'm gonna know for that, guys. That's all to say about that. Cavs versus the Canes, round 2. Stanley Cup playoffs. That's what that'll just as well. Knicks versus the Pistons yet again tonight, guys. That's all the news we got for that. Take care, guys. Happy Mayday. Enjoy yourselves. Be safe. Take care. Bye. Bye.